Finally someone writes Cassandra Cain the way she's supposed to be written. Oh, thank you, Brian Hill. Just seeing Cass speaking in broken sentences again was worth the cover price alone. So this is another relaunch of the Outsiders series, this time with Brian Hill and Dexter Soy at the helm. Hill delivers a solid book. It reads like a good pilot episode, enough to make you want to come back for more, enough to keep you interested in the characters, and enough to make you want to know about the backstory. It does hinge on the reader knowing something about the previous story arc though. I was lost at some points because I haven't followed any of these characters outside of Batman, so I don't know anything about their most recent stories. But Brian Hill is a good writer, so what I didn't know didn't matter because there's enough in the story to keep me grounded. There's this sense that whatever I don't know, he's gonna tell, when the time is right. Overall, I enjoyed the book. The writing's solid, not a complaint to be had. The art is good, it's by Dexter Soy. I've seen his artwork on some Marvel books before. He's a talented artist with a good eye for dynamic angles and poses. There are some hit or miss panels, but overall I think he did a good job. What does kind of throw me off is the coloring style. Sometimes it's hit or miss, but the way that Dexter draws, the more detailing in the colors, the better. This panel where Batman jumps off the roof is an excellent example of that. Just perfectly dynamic. But then you get panels like this one with Signal and the real Batgirl, and it feels undercolored. Just a little more detailing, maybe 2 extra layers of shadowing, and then it would work. It's nothing that ruins the art, but it doesn't help it either. As for the story, it's a good intro story about a secret experiment called the ARC program. It's run by billionaires who want to create their own metahumans. Years ago, Batman put a stop to the ARC program, but not before his creators killed the people they kidnapped and abused. Batman was only able to save one family. The mother died later on from the experiments. The father and daughter tried to live normal lives, and then this happened. Where are your airbags? Y'all got set up for a normal life by Bruce Wayne, so I know you got the money for a car with airbags. None of them deployed. None of them. Actually, that's probably why they survived. At this speed, if the airbags open, you'd just die. Well, Pops died anyway. Black Chang Sung totally kills him, and with his dying breath, Pops tells his daughter Sophia to run, which she obviously doesn't do. Black Chang Sung grabs her, and since his power touch doesn't work on her, he decides to let her know why, the hard way. No, not that way. This is the Outsiders, not Female Furies. Nah, he just throws her ass into a convenient oil tank, conveniently driving directly under her, that conveniently explodes as soon as she touches it. I thought this was the Outsiders, not Death Wish 2. And she survives this, and runs away in flames. And since it's LA, nobody notices. It's like an 80s action movie, I love it. Then we cut to Bat-Vereen and the real Batgirl pinned down by a Gatling gun wielding nutjob named Charles Bronson, St. John. And Bat-Vereen doesn't want to wait for Black Lightning and Katana, cause, you know, that Anakin Skywalker routine always works. We'll take them together. I'm taking them now. Well, just kill his ass. Black Lightning and Katana show up before that can happen, and they take out St. John by themselves. Black Lightning monologues the whole time. He's the leader of the Outsiders, but they've all got trust issues, with him and with themselves. Everybody's got their own set of problems, and it makes for an interesting interplay with the team. It's nice to see characters with flaws. Black Lightning in particular doubts his ability to lead the team and win their trust. This is good groundwork because it really gets you invested in the characters. Why don't they trust each other? Why do they doubt themselves? And Hill manages to do that in just a few pages. So after the battle, Black Lightning and Bat-Vereen get into this spat because Mr. Walking Target didn't want to wait. Why are you wearing bright ass yellow in the middle of the night? They can see your ass halfway across Gotham. Shine a light on you and you look like a fucking sunrise. I just don't like this costume. It's like an armored Wolverine. Just not working for me. You'd be better off in a red skirtlet, yellow cape, pixie boots, and fish scale panties. You'd still be a walking target, but at least you wouldn't look silly. Anyway, they have this back and forth, and Signal, that's actually his name, says, "You want me to say sorry? Fine. I'm sorry you couldn't keep up. You realize he's got powers, right? He could shock your ass with a blink. I would tone it down." Black Lightning says, "You have a problem with me, son?" And Signal's like, "You're not my father, and you're not Batman. Neither are you, Signal. That's why I have saved your life." Just damn. Just burn. scorched down to the marrow. And that's it. That's all you need. Brian Hill wrote some more stuff. I didn't read it. He's done. That's it. Bat Vereen, take your ass home. Go to bed. You just got MGKO'd. You are done. I didn't mean, no. You're done. Go home and cry in the shower. I wouldn't even put the costume back on. You are done. Finished. So then Black Lightning has to explain this to Batman, telling them that the team doesn't really trust them and will fall apart. And Bats is like, look, I gave the team to you. I washed my hands of it. But they don't trust me. Dude, hands washed. The cool part about this scene is that Black Lightning totally sees through Batman's routine. He's obviously trying to distance himself, and Black Lightning wants to know why. And Batman keeps giving them the Morpheus routine. You believe whatever you want to believe. I believe I'll shoot a lightning bolt up your ass if you don't answer a question. But Bats doesn't care. He just tells Black Lightning that he's the leader now, and what Bats thinks about the team doesn't matter. And by the way, this badass penthouse is now in Black Lightning's name. I'm Bruce Wayne, bitch. Enjoy yourself. So we get a quick scene of Batman finding out what happened with Sophia and her father, and then an exchange between Black Lightning and Katana that does a good job of character building so we can see how they relate to each other. They've been part of the Outsiders for years, so they've got this really great interplay together. It works and sets up some subplot points for down the line. Then there's a scene with Cass and Signal that kind of does the same thing. We find out that Duke, or Signal, is plagued by the memory of this villain named Karma, and that's screwing with his confidence. I think what Black Lightning said would be screwing with your confidence. That's just me. Yo ass ain't Batman. That's why I had to save you. Yeah, that would be fucking with you. Not this shit that Karma did. Whatever Karma did has nothing on that line. That line should ruin you for the rest of your life. You should just wake up in cold sweats at 2 o'clock in the morning and go, oh, I'm not Batman. That's how it should be going. But the scene as presented does work, although since it hinges on this key moment from a previous storyline without knowing exactly what happened, it's hard for me to be invested in Duke's dilemma. I do love that Cass speaks in broken sentences again. Cassandra Cain is my third favorite DC Comics character, and it's good to see her sounding like herself. I really wish they'd just make her Batgirl again. This whole orphan thing is just not working for me. Just let her be Batgirl. In the middle of this, they get a call from Bats, and then they meet up with him and he explains the deal with Sophia and then goes off to figure out who's hunting her while the Outsiders try to find her. They make this their main goal, sort of a way of keeping the team together. The book ends with Sophia trying to get out of the city, only to be caught by Ginger Cable, who does his best T2, come with me if you want to live impression. Overall, I thought the book was good. Brian Hill knows what he's doing, so when he's on his game, he's a great read. Dexter Soy brings it with the art. Nothing feels rushed, although there are a few shaky panels here or there. I would definitely recommend checking this out if you got the extra $4. I'm looking forward to see what happens next, and it's great to see my girl Cass back in the way she should be. If you read this book, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Thanks for listening.